Today we're going to be talking about an at-home COVID test from Ellume that claims to be accessible for the blind and visually impaired. Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to The Blind Life, where I help you learn how to live your best blind life. On this channel, I make videos about living life with vision loss, tips and tricks videos, and an emphasis on assistive technology that can help make it awesome. So if that kind of content sounds good to you, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. All right, first things first, a huge thank you to Ellume for sending out this test so that I could make the video for you guys. Stay tuned a little bit later. I'll tell you guys how you can also get free tests just for being beautiful blind people. Okay, so today I'm going to go through the process of taking this at-home test. I am by myself, so we will indeed see how accessible this is for someone who is visually impaired. Full disclosure, I don't have COVID. I don't have any symptoms. I don't suspect I have COVID. This is simply going to be a test of the accessibility of the test. All right, a few things about this test before we get started. This test uses fluorescent detection technology, and it's the only rapid antigen test to use this technology. Probably the coolest thing about this is that this actually connects via Bluetooth to a smartphone and uses an app to get all of the information for you. This is where this test becomes very accessible for us because we can use all of the accessibility on the smartphone to interact with that app. And the app is great. It walks you through all the different steps. It tells you everything you need to know. You get the results through the app. So all of this is spoken out loud to you if you are using the accessibility options on the smartphone, or you could even zoom in if you just need that. Also, the nice thing about using an app is that you can get a ton of information prior to the test and after taking the test. So information about what to do next, that sort of thing. Also, you can share your results through the app. So if you need to send those results to an employer or someone else, that makes it very easy. You also can opt to get your results sent to you via email, so you'll have them forever, I guess. You also have this nasal swab. They've designed it so that you get an accurate swab. You insert the swab into your nasal cavity and you press your nose up against the base here, and you know you're getting the swab in the right spot. They even have a little depth guide for children. So if you are going to be swabbing a child, this piece sets it at the perfect depth for a child's nose. And then one thing that I like is that most other tests won't tell you if you don't get a good sample. So if you swab and you didn't get a good sample, you're not going to know. The test will just come back negative. But with this test, it will alert you that you didn't get a good sample. All the components of the kit are all sealed up and nicely protected when you first open the box. You do get a large informational pamphlet here. Kind of reminds me of an old school map. I have no idea what any of this is because it's very, very small print. You also get a quick start guide to get you going. Also, don't know what this says. But once you open up all the different components in the box here, you'll see that we have the activator, which will talk to your device via Bluetooth. And this is where we drop the sample there and it will test your sample and then report that to your phone. We have our dropper. You have the nasal swab, which be very careful not to touch the end of the nasal swab. And then we have our processing fluid. All right, so we're ready to do the test. I've gone through the setup process here on the app. You have to put in some information, your contact information, and give permissions for certain things. I'm happy to say that all of that did work really well with VoiceOver here on my iPhone. After you put in all that information, you have to watch an instructional video. The video is great. It walks you through all the different steps for taking the test. It was animated and really well done animation as well, but it was also narrated, which was great. All the different steps were spoken out loud to you, all the different instructions. So now we're on this page here.
Wash or sanitize your hands before using the test.
Wash or sanitize your hands.
We recommend you put aside about 20 minutes of your time.
20 minutes of your time.
Testing time, 5 minutes. Time to result, 15 minutes.
Yeah, so we take the test, and then it takes about 15 minutes for the test to be processed, and you will get the information sent to your phone.
Only open foil packaging when you are ready to do the cancel button. Start instructions button.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so press the button on the analyzer, and I can feel the button here. It does say until the light starts flashing. Okay, I do see the light flashing, the LED. Tiny little LED right next to the button here, and I need to press it down here.
Next button. Back. Step 2 of 7. Icon video button. Connect analyzer. Hold down analyzer button until light starts flashing quickly. Once analyzer is connected, light will turn solid green. Keep analyzer next to phone at all times. Do not add sample fluid to analyzer before instruct selected. Next button.
Okay, so we long press this button.
No analyzer detected.
All right, it's flashing.
Connected.
Connected.
IMGBT full button. Next button. IMGBT full button. Step 3 of 7. Icon video button. ADD processing fluid. Twist and pull tab off processing fluid container.
All right, processing fluid is this little guy here, and we need to twist the cap off. Which side is the cap, I wonder? This side. Okay.
Squeeze all fluid into dropper. Do not replace processing fluid with any other fluid. Keep test out of reach of children. Next button.
All right, now we need to squeeze all of this into the dropper, and so which is right here. So we're just going to do that by feel. Hopefully we get it all in there. Squeezing a couple times. We're going to assume it's in there.
Next button. BTN nav back button. Step icon video button. IMGBT remove child adapter. Remove child adapter by pulling to the side.
Okay, so we need our nasal swab here. Try not to touch it. So it has a little child adapter on here. This is so that it's set up the right distance for a child's nasal cavity, but I don't need that, so we're gonna pop that off.
Avoid touching swab tip. Keep out of reach of children. Dispose of child adapter in Next button.
We are not gonna touch it.
BTN nav back. BTN nav back. Step 5 of icon video. IMGBT swab both nostrils. Insert swab 3 nostril until cap touches nose. Rub swab tip around inside of nose cavity. Remove swab and repeat another nostril.
Okay. Not the part I'm not looking forward to.
Some discomfort is expected. Next button.
Okay, so you're supposed to insert it in until your nose hits the base of this swab, and then rotate 3 times in each nostril. I hate that. Okay, and it helps to have a rag or tissues or something nearby.
Some discomfort is expected. Next, but remove swab and some discomfort is expected. Next button. BTN nav back button.
Woo. Makes my eyes water.
Step 6 of icon video. IMGBT screw swab into dropper.
Okay, screw swab into dropper. It inserts right into the dropper with the solution, and you screw down until it's super tight.
Immediately screw swab into drop. Force is required to create a proper seal. Do not shake dropper. Do not remove swab once screwed into dropper. Next button. Swab must be tight.
Woo! Yes, it's tight.
Confirm swab is screwed in as tightly as you've done. Button.
Got it.
BTN nav back. Button. Back. Steps. Icon video. But IMGBT. Squeeze fluid into sample port. Open flip top lid. Squeeze 5 drops of fluid into sample port. Ensure swab is screwed in tightly and dropper held vertically. Correct number of drops is important for accurate results. Avoid contact with fluid. Run test. Button.
Okay, so here is the part where we're going to run into some issues, because you have to drop 5 exact drops into this tiny little reservoir right there. That's the button, that's the reservoir. I'm not going to touch it. There's really not a good way to line this up just by feel, so we're just going to do our best. Apparently it takes a lot of force to squeeze this dropper bottle too. I saw that on another video. But you flip it upside down. Oh, you can insert it a little bit in there. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I've got the tip inserted into the reservoir there. And I'm gonna squeeze. Okay, we're gonna hope that was good.
Run test button. IMG full button.
We're running test.
Analyzing.
Analyzing.
Keep analyzer within 3 inches of phone on a flat surface until result is available. View COVID-19 tips while you wait.
Okay, so now we wait, and it takes 15 minutes for this to process. Yeah, dropping the sample from the dropper into the reservoir, that's really going to be the big unknown, whether this is going to be successful or not. Did I get any in there? Did I get enough? There's really no way to know just by feel. That's definitely something you need to be able to see in order to do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll be right back on the edge of my seat here waiting 15 minutes.
15 minutes later.
Okay, we waited the 15 minutes and our test just completed. So let's see what it says.
Close button. Menu. Negative for COVID-19.
Negative for COVID-19. Okay, there you go. So we got a negative test, which is good, obviously. The only tricky part was the drops, getting those 5 drops into the analyzer receptacle here. There's no way for me to know if I got the right amount. Now, if it didn't get a good sample, it does alert you of that. So at least I know I got enough in there. But what if you get too much? What if I did 20 drops instead of 5? Does that affect the results? I don't know. All in all though, definitely the most accessible test probably out there. The fact that it talks to the app and you don't have to try and look at, you know, a line or 2 lines or anything like that on the device. Everything is communicated to the app and you can use the accessibility on your device to access that information. I think it's fantastic. Definitely the best test I've seen with regards to accessibility. Now, is it fully 100% accessible? I just did it all by myself here in my studio, but I would be a little hesitant about the dropper part of the test. You can definitely do everything else by yourself, even without any vision at all. You could definitely do all of that. But I would maybe have somebody help with that one little part of the test, just to make sure you do indeed get 5 drops of the solution onto the tester here. That's my opinion on it, but what do you guys think? Does it seem like this is a good option for our community? I think it is. And the best part is you can actually get a couple of these tests for free because you are a beautiful blind person. In fact, you can actually get 12 free tests. There's a website you can go to or a phone number you can call to order those tests. I will have that listed in the description box down below. I know these tests are also being sold at local drugstores like CVS, Walgreens, places like that. So bottom line, I think this is the best option we have for doing one of these tests independently. Maybe you're going to be traveling soon, maybe you're a parent and you need to test your kids. This is going to be the best option. All right, once again, a huge thank you to Ellume for providing these tests for this video. I will have the contact information, that website, that phone number, all of that information will be in the description down below. If you guys have any questions for me, please let me know also down below in the comments. I'll do my best to help out. If you liked the video, you found it helpful, as always, help out the channel by giving it a thumbs up. But that's it for this one, guys. Thank you again for watching. Sam with The Blind Life. I'll see you next time.